All right, second grade, get out your notebook. We'll be putting our words in it. Before we start with the words from today, though, we'll put a few more phonograms in our notebook, just because pretty soon we need to have a written and oral phonogram quiz, because I need to see which ones you know and which ones we need to keep working on. All right. So we are on page 4. Some of you may have already done this. If you see that you have the ers already done on page 4, you can just go ahead and skip a couple minutes ahead in the video till we finish with our ers. I only have one though. I don't know how that happened. I only have the first which is the of her. All right, class, can you use the sentence that we use, her hurt bird eats worms early? Remember, that goes from the ones we use the most to the least. All right, so we already have the of her. What's the one we use the next most? Good, the of hurt. Good, what's next? Good, the of bird. What's next? Good, the of worms. And what's our last one? Good, the of early. And I just realized I shouldn't have been writing them with you, because I wanted you to kind of be quizzing yourselves and see if you knew them. All right, so we already have her, or I already have her written in, or the of her. If you don't, go ahead and write that in and mark it. All right, for hurt, what are we going to write? Good, t. And of course, we're going to use the of. Good, the of hurt. Write that in on the next line and mark it. All right, I hope your hurt looks like this. All right, for bird, what are we going to write? Good, d. Make sure you've got the right starting spot for your b, which is the top baseline, and the right starting spot for your d, which is over space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. All right, go ahead and write in bird, and then mark it. All right, make sure it looks like mine. All right, worms is next. What are we going to write to spell worms? Good, it's z. Of course, we know which to use. And then the z, since we're making worm plural, which z are we using? Good, z. Anytime we're making a word plural, it's z, even if it's making that z sound. So go ahead and write and mark worms. All right, early. How many syllables are in early? Show me. Good, there are 2 syllables. The first syllable is Which are we going to use? Good, the of early, of course. Go ahead and write that first syllable and put your syllable break at the end. All right, our second syllable in early is lee. What sounds do you hear in the syllable lee? Good, ol, E. We're going to use ya, it, I-E. Class, which E are we going to use? Good, ya, it, I-E. And what lets it say E? All right, if you said an open syllable, you're correct. Let's say the rule though, because remember I and Y have a different rule than our other vowels. I and Y usually say E or I at the end of a syllable, but may say it. All right, that's our rule. Go ahead and write that second syllable. Say the sounds while you write them. All right, I'm going to write early, class. What's my first syllable? Good, And the second syllable? Good, Lee. And which E do I use, class? Good, ya, it, I-E. All right, let's go to the beginning and mark it. All right, we need to mark our the of early. How about this? If you remembered this, nice job. Anytime this is saying E, that's its third vowel sound, so it gets a little 3. All right, I just wanted us to review that. Sorry, it took a little longer than I thought. Go ahead to the next page. So flip your book over to page 5. All right, we've got our multi-letter vowel patterns on page 5. So at the top, what do we have? Good, E double E. I'll just write it in because I know it's hard to see the pencil marks on the projector. All right, what's next? Good, R should be next. All right. Hey, wait a minute. We used this R in a word today and we don't have a word left, or we don't have a word written in here yet. Let's go ahead and write that word in. Who remembers the word that we used R in? Did you say arm? All right. What are we going to write to spell arm, class? Oh. Good. R. Go ahead and write it in by your R. Say the sounds while you write it. All right, class, what did you write? Good, R. All right, go to the beginning, mark anything that needs to be marked. It's just this. All right. Now we're going to go to the next page, page 6. All right, we're going to finish writing in the phonogram for the first section. So we've got 4 lines and then a shaded bar. So we're going to go ahead and finish up. So let's see at the top, what do we have? Good. Ooh. And below that, what do we have? Good. Shh. Used at the beginning of a word or the end of a syllable, but never the beginning of a syllable after the first one, except for the ending ship. What do we have under that, class? Good. All right, on the last line before this shaded bar, we're going to write sh, k, sh. What are you going to write? Good. Sh, k, sh. Say it while you write it. All right, class, what did you write here? Good. Sh, k, sh. All right. Oh, we use this ch, k, sh in a word today. Let's put the first word that we used it in, which was chick. All right, now is our ch, k, sh. Saying its first, second, or third sound in chick. Is it saying ch, ch, k, or sh? I hope you're telling me it's saying its first sound. That means we're going to put it in on this first line right here. All right. So in chick, oh, we know which ch to use, our regular one, right? Which k do we use? Good. K. Two-letter k, used only after a single vowel that says ah, eh, I, or a. Go ahead and write chick in right here. Say it while you write it. All right, class, what did you write to spell chick? Good. Sh. Good. And which k is it? Good. K. Two-letter k. Use only after a single vowel that says ah, eh, I, or a. And then I hope you marked it. If not, go back to the beginning, mark everything that needs a mark. All right. Nice job with that, class. Let's see, we already have something for ch, three-letter ch, so we can't put it on here. Let's see. Let's make this the end of this video and we'll do another one for the next chunk.